All right, so we have been working on the beetle, and I'm calling this the first firing up of it, even though it's technically not. We've fired this thing over several times, and your initial startup, you have to run it for at least 30 minutes at about 2,000 RPM. And as you're doing that, you're checking for leaks, you're checking for noises that are just out of the ordinary. And when we did, we started finding all that. We had little leaks here and there, and a lot of those will seal up on their own as the engine heats up. But we had a few little leaks we had to take care of. We had some noises that we had to take care of, and things like that. But as you can see, we've got it all bolted up now. We've got some just preliminary wiring happening so that we can crank it. We got our transmission to the whole shifter and everything. Got all the engine tin and everything on it. We did a homemade butterfly here for the throttle linkage and everything. We've got a single post alternator. Back to the solenoid, as you can see, we got a red top Optima battery. So here we go. We're gonna turn it over. So if you're wondering why it's not running totally smooth, that's actually due to the oversized cam in it. It has that kind of sound to it. We've really tweaked the carburetor. It took us a while to get that carburetor tweaked in, and the biggest thing, if you're having issues with it, the first thing you want to look for are vacuum leaks, which we had one. Our intake manifold on one side wasn't sealed all the way, it had a vacuum leak there. We also had a little vacuum leak where the top plate of the carburetor mixed the rest of the carb. We put some sealant on that to help seal that up, and that seemed to do the trick. As far as tuning the carb is concerned, basically, the recommendation of it is that your mixture screw, you turn it all the way in until it bottoms out and pull it out two full turns. Your idle speed screw, you run it in until it barely touches the plate on the back, and then you turn it in 1 to 1.5. We went 1.5. And then once you fire it up, the first thing that you're going to do is adjust your mixture screw. You start running it in until it starts sounding better. Run it all the way in until you can kill the engine, and then begin to back it out until it kind of gets to that sweet spot, and then you start lowering down your idle, and that's kind of where it's setting now. So that's about it for kind of the firing up. We've got it kind of settled in. We got a few things that we need to kind of finish up on it, but it's good to know that it turned over and it's running. So come a long way with it as far as putting it all together, from scratch. So if you got any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to get to it. Thanks.